Hello Ashutosh. Hello Sanskriti. If you can hear me, can you please let me know in the chat? Okay, good. As for your question, got job or not? So yes, I have gotten confirmation email saying that my joining would be 6th of March. So that's what there. But then I haven't received a official offer letter yet, so that's why I haven't made any announcement on the channel and I haven't made any videos related to that. But yeah, I've gotten confirmation email, so I'm waiting for an official offer letter. So once I will get that, I will probably make a dedicated video about everything, um, like about the whole process, and also reasoning behind why I went into the market again looking for a new job. So all those things. Hello Kavya. Hello Pavitra. Which company? Stanley Black and Decker. So that's the company's name. Thank you, Pavitra. Thank you, Rupa. Hey, I chose Sheffield Hallam University for MSc Big Data Analytics. If you only have that option, then yeah, definitely you can go for it. Thanks, Kavya. Hey, Roshan, how are you doing? I'm doing good. Ayush, how are you? Thank you, Sanskriti. I have strong command on dashboards and analysis regression. So that's a good thing if you already have some knowledge about relevant stuff. So that will definitely come handy when you will do some course, and also when you will try to make your portfolio and when you will be doing your projects. So those things always help. I took H1B visa dataset for my project. It has many problem statement. How can I choose a good problem statement? So yes, when you pick any data set, there can be like so many questions. So what I would always suggest is to take, I mean, try to do it in multiple iterations, because that will show you that you are aware about agile pro methodology and also crisp DM. So those kind of things. So if you do it in cycles, and if you try to put that in your report in such a way, that would be really good. So try to take a problem statement which is quite generic, which is quite wide, and then keep narrowing down until you reach to a level where you can actually make a decision which can help the business. So that's what I would suggest. So again, without looking at the data set, I cannot say that this problem would be good or this problem would be bad. There is no problem statement which is bad. It's all about the use case and what you want to solve. So it's important to try to take a wide or very generic problem and then keep narrowing it down with your analysis. And also you need to keep in mind that when you have done some analysis in the first stage and when you are going for the second stage, you need to do analysis in a different way, but you want to find the findings that will support your findings in the first stage. If if the findings in the second stage are not supporting your initial stage, then you will have to say that both the analysis are not supporting each other, so I will perform another analysis to see what is happening. So when you will do in the third stage, if you do some analysis, if it supports either stage 1 or stage 2, then you can probably move in a different direction. So that's how, or that kind of approach you can take. That's the approach which I personally take on most of the data analysis when I do. There can be a lot of other different type of analysis, but this type of approach might help you. Did you get a job, Ansh? Yes, Ansh. I have, but I haven't received an official offer letter. I've just received an email confirming my joining date. So I'm waiting for the official offer letter. So that's why I haven't made any announcements on the channel as well. You're welcome, Aksha. Thank you, Abhishek. Which university will you recommend? University of Liverpool or University of Manchester for MSc Data Science? So if you don't really have any budget issues, you can go with either of these because both the universities are good. I like the course content of both the universities. They are offering all type of uh, support and content what you need to be a data scientist, so that's there. But if you want to save some money and if you don't want to spend the kind of fees University of Manchester is required, then you can go with University of Liverpool and you won't be disappointed. So if I had to pick, I would probably pick University of Liverpool over University of Manchester because I want to save some money here and there, because whatever we can save will be good. So that's there. But if fees is not a problem, if money is not the limitation, then definitely you can go for University of Manchester as well. I have two offers from University of Nottingham for business analytics with 9 lakh scholarship, and another for big data science from Queen Mary University of London. Which one should I choose based on job opportunities and will location matter? So based on job opportunities, see, both the courses are very different, business analytics and data science. So you will have to first make your mind that whether you want to go into more technical stuff, which is data science, or do you want to stay in business side. So if you have made your mind on that, then definitely the answer is very simple. You can choose whichever you are more inclined towards. So that's there. But if you are mostly looking for job market, then even if you do data science course, you can apply for business analytics courses, and if you do business analytics courses, you can apply for data science courses. That is there. But then the thing is, in your data science course you will be learning quite a lot of technical stuff which you may or may not use in business analytics side, and then in business analytics course you will learn a lot of business related stuff which you will definitely use in data science course, but then you will be lacking on technical side, which is one of the crucial aspects of data science job interviews, which they will be testing on. So probably you will not be able to crack those interviews, unless you put some extra effort, extra time while you're doing your business analytics courses to skill up your technical stuff. So if you are ready to do that, then definitely go for business analytics. That is not a problem because you are getting good amount of scholarship there. But if you really want to learn technical stuff, then I think Queen Mary University of London is the option. What domain you will work on in the company? So from the interview impression and from what I talked to the interviewers and things like that, so mostly I'll be working on text analytics or NLP sort of things. So that would be the thing which I will be working on, and it's a hardware tool company. So probably I will be looking into a lot of customer reviews and things like that and see in which uh, area they need to improve. So probably that's what I will be working on. But there are three different tracks, so they can probably put me in any of the tracks. So I still don't know, but most likely from the interviews impression, I can say that I will be working on text analytics and natural language processing. You're welcome, Pavitra and Sanskriti. Good to see you after a long time, bro. Are you still in Britain? So yes, I am still here, and good to see you too. I'm from Applied AI course, completed 28 assignments and one case study, just remaining with two assignments and one case study. Any suggestion from your side or interview preparation? Um, that's a really good achievement, to be honest. 28 assignments and one case study. So most people already know that the assignments from Applied AI course are quite challenging, and you have done 28 assignments so far. So I'm pretty sure that you must be really good with your knowledge and technical skills. So that's a really good thing. Uh, in terms of interview preparation, if you will apply for some starter roles, they might ask you for aptitude questions. So in aptitude, it could be probability, it could be statistics and things like that. So do focus on those things as well, because when we do these kind of courses, they will teach us the technical stuff, which is really good, and that is why we join those courses. But then while we are preparing for all those kind of things, we neglect those initial rounds which are crucial to move on to the technical rounds. So try to do those aptitude rounds as well. If you are starting just now, if you are in the initial stages of your career, if you already have 4 or 5 years of experience, then probably they won't ask you for those rounds. But to start with, they will probably ask. And then also focus on DSA as well, because they will ask you programming as well. So focus on those things. If you focus on those things and if you prepare them well, then you will be all set overall. So that's there. And also applied AI course also covers quite a lot of things, so keep revising those things so that you will remember everything. So these are the kind of advice that I can give. But if you think you need very specific advice, or if you need help in some regard, you can probably let me know. I'll be more than happy to help you. Roshan, could you check University of Liverpool once the course content looks a bit different, as it doesn't have machine learning and deep learning? There are a lot of different type of courses now universities are offering. Back in 2020, 2021, 2020, I guess, yeah. Back in 2020, when I applied for courses, most of the universities were offering one or two variation of courses, but now they have introduced quite a lot of different type of courses. So whenever you ask for a particular university, also please mention the course which you want me to look into, because even Liverpool has multiple courses, I suppose. So I will make a note of it, but also do let me know the specific name of the course, so that way it will be easy for me to see which course you are looking at. Any idea about Queen Mary University Big Data Science course? Is it worth spending 29 lakh for that course, or should I go for less expensive courses? So in my opinion, the course is really good, because even I had applied for Queen Mary University of London, and yes, it is expensive. That was the reason why I chose, or I selected Newcastle University over uh, Queen Mary University of London. But if you don't have any other option, and if you don't mind spending 29 lakh, I think it is worth it, because it is in London as well. And location usually does not matter for full-time jobs, because ultimately all the interviews are going to be online. So that's there, and in your cover letter you can always mention that you are willing to relocate to any location, so that will tell them that you are open to relocate, so that is not going to be a problem. The location is mainly important for part-time jobs, and as London is the biggest city in the UK, and there are tons of part-time jobs available there, so that will be help if you are looking to do that. And also a lot of bigger events happen in London, so you can always go there, you can attend those kind of events, and also you can make good connections. So for mainly for those reasons, location matters. But apart from that, if you just consider full-time jobs after completion of your course, location is not that important. Referred your handwritten notes, they are really awesome, thank you very much. I'm glad notes helped you. And also I have received quite a lot of positive feedbacks about the notes, so I'm glad I was able to make notes, because before that I was not in a habit of making notes. I was really terrible at making notes, but that time I decided to make notes. And once I had uh, the whole course covered, and I had made notes, so I thought, why not share it with the community, maybe it will help few people. But so far it has helped quite a lot of people, and it's always good to hear these kind of comments that those notes are actually helping you guys. So yeah, I'm really glad. Yes, I sent the link, but it got removed from the chat. The course name is Data Science and Artificial Intelligence. Yeah, about the links, even last time I was trying to share some link, but I could not share. So apparently YouTube removes the links for spam purposes, so they don't allow other people to post links in the chat. So that is the reason. But yeah, if you data science and AI, so I will look into the course, because if they mention AI, then they should cover machine learning and uh, deep learning. There's one more course, data science and communication, MSc. Do take a look, and I suppose they might not have machine learning and deep learning in the communication one, but I will take a look in both of them. What's your opinion on MSc uh, data science, University of Salford? So I don't really have any opinion, is because I don't know much about the course content. So what I will do is I will again make a note, and I will see, and I hope they have MSc data science, University of Salford. If this is not the exact name, please let me know the exact name, because again, like I told you, there are lot of different variations of each courses, so do let me know that. I have made a note, so once the live stream is over, I will uh, post the answer to both the questions, University of Liverpool and also University of Salford. Data Science and Communication MSc for University of Liverpool is relatively cheaper. It's 21K without scholarship. So I'm assuming that data science and communication is basically a data analytics course, which they are advertising as data science and communication, because they will probably go through all the data analysis stuff and also help you to communicate your findings with your stakeholders. So that's there. And probably that is the reason why it is relatively cheaper as compared to the other course. By the way, are they sponsoring your visa too for this job? So they did ask me about my visa status. So I told them I have graduate visa right now. So they asked me, so you can work for any organization. So I was like, yes, I can. So they told, then you don't need sponsorship. So I was like, no, I don't. So no, this job is not offering sponsorship. So I will be on my post study work visa. Are things looking to improve in the job market and in general in the UK? I think for now it totally depends on external factors and of course internal factors as well. They are trying to bring in a lot of different rules and regulations. Some are good, some are bad. So that's there, and also they need kind of stability in the government. So yeah, that's there. So they will have to make things quite stable. So if things become more stable, it will certainly improve. So again, it's really hard for me to comment on anything, but yeah, that's there. I want to discuss more on my offers. So how can I book session after joining YouTube membership? So when you join YouTube membership, you will get a link. Using that link, you can book one-to-one session with me. Or if you are not able to join the channel membership, then there will be a separate link provided in the description of this live stream. You can use that link to book one-to-one uh, discussion. Is your dissertation work that was done in masters available on YouTube or GitHub? So no, it is not available on GitHub or YouTube, is because it was my internship work. So the internship I was doing with UK Innovation Center of Aging, that was my dissertation as well. So I think I have put a separate thing. I mean, not the exact dissertations. I mean, not the internship part, but I think I have put the dissertation part. So if you try to find synthetic data generation, you will be able to find. So yeah, synthetic data generation repository will be on my. Let me quickly check if I can find, because there were two different repos that I had. One was internship one, which I could not upload, but then there was uh, another repo which was for dissertation, which I suppose I have put on my, is it public? Yeah. So if you see synthetic data gen repository on my GitHub, that is the dissertation. Yep, that is there. I hope that helps. How did you find your internship when you were in Newcastle University? So I have made a dedicated video about this, like all about my internship, something like that will be the title or the thumbnail. So do check out that video because I have discussed about everything in that video. For data analytics course, I think I'll have to check their course content, so I will make a note of it. So yeah, after the stream is done, I will let you know about London Metro Politan University for data analytics course in the comment section. Roshan, when did you leave for the UK for masters? Like how long before your course started? Um, so my course started on 20th September and I reached UK on 1st September. So yeah, around 20 days before that, because I also had to, because they, during that time we also had like 10-15 days of quarantine, so I had to serve that period as well. So I wanted to come here a little early so that I don't miss any of the classes. So that's the thing, you can always come a day or two before your course starts, so that's there. if i don't know advanced if I don't know advanced programming and statistics, should I prefer MSc in data science or MSc in business analytics? Can you please suggest? Mm, if you don't have programming knowledge, that should not stop you to take data science if you really want to get into data science. um, because in my batch there were people with literally no programming experience. They were from pharmacy background, some people were from marketing and things like that, so they did not have any programming knowledge, but still they were able to learn and they were able to do quite good. So that's there. It's all about the kind of effort you'll have to put. You'll have to put more effort. And even if you go for business analytics, you'll have to learn programming. And the kind of programming you will do for business analytics, up to some extent you will do similar type of programming for data science as well, to analyze the data, to make probably dashboards. You can use Power BI or you can use Matplotlib if you want to do it using programming. There are some good packages like Plotly as well. It actually helps you to make nice interactive dashboards. You can do that using Matplotlib as well. So you will be doing most of the things using various Python packages, which makes it easy to do data analysis. The kind of hard programming that you will do in data science will be in two different stages. One is data processing. So different packages cannot do certain type of data processing for you because each kind of data is different and you will have to do different type of processing on different data. So that is there. So therefore that you will have to write quite a lot of program or code. So for that you will have to be good, and data processing can come handy for business analytics as well. So you if you want to do some business analytics stuff, probably you'll have to do data analysis or data manipulation there as well. So you'll have to write kind of some sort of programs. And the next time when you will need quite a lot of programming is if you have to deploy your models, if you have trained it. So again, it's again not that hard. You can use a lot of boilerplate code from Flask API to create Flask API and all those kind of things. So that is all there, but then you need to understand various concepts from object-oriented programming, like inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction, and there is one more thing. There are four pillars, so I'm not able to remember the last one. So these are the things. uh, Encapsulation, yeah, so encapsulation is the last one. So those are the things you need to know about. So you need to just make your mind that do you want to get into data science or business analytics, because you'll have to do up to some extent of programming in both of these. So you'll have to get comfortable with programming, and it's not that hard to learn programming, because even I've been programming for more than 7 8 years now. So for me, you will say it's easy to say programming is not hard, but even I was very new to programming back in 2014. And I have talked about this on my live stream as well. When my professor or my ma'am, she wrote x equals to x plus 1, I was like, how come x can be equal to x plus 1? I was coming from maths background, and there is no way x can be equal to x plus 1. So that was there, but then it is an increment operator, so you're just increasing an x by 1. So that was the case. So I was in that case, and within like uh, 6 months I was able to learn C programming, which is relatively hard as compared to Python programming. So if I was able to do it, anyone can do it. So yeah, that's what I would suggest. Amongst data quest, 365 data science, data camp, which one is better? mm, I think data quest has that kind of text on the left hand side, and you have your editor on the right hand side, so it's kind of unique. I don't know if data camp also has something similar. 365 data science has a lot of courses on Udemy, and also on YouTube. So from that kind of resource, I can say that their course is actually really good. And data quests, that environment is actually really good. You don't have to set up your own environment. So that's quite handy, and the course content that they have is again really good. So it's actually kind of hard to say for me which one to pick, because for that I need to see the kind of price point at what they are offering their course and what all things they are offering. So if you can just give a little bit of overview about their price point and what topics they are offering, if you can. So that will again help me to understand about these courses, and then I can probably suggest you. But as for course content or the content that they are offering on various platforms, I would say they are all quite good. It's just up to you. Do you like video content or do you like text content? So based on that, you can choose either of these. As an engineer, I will be good doing data analytics course. Mm, I did not quite catch this question, if it's a question. Technically, we can apply 6 months before for a student visa from the course date. How long ago do you recommend to apply for student visa? Also, how long does it take to get to take cash letter from the university? So universities offer cash letter 3 months before your course commencement, and before that you cannot apply for visa. So technically you will be able to apply 3 months before. So what I would suggest is, before getting cash letter, you should be done with your loan application, because without your loan application you won't be able to prove that you have the kind of amount you need to survive in the UK, so you need that as well. So once you have both of those things, you can apply for visa. And even the standard one which I had applied for, it took around 15 to 20 days. At max it will take 1 month or something. So that's there to, so to be on a safer side, apply for visa 2 months before your course starts. So that's what I can suggest. Can we not make interactive dashboard on Tableau and Power BI? Yes, of course you can make. So it's all up to business what they like to use, because Tableau and Power BI both are paid tools. And if a company does not want to use paid tools, then probably you will have to use open source stuff like Python packages, Matplotlib or Plotly. So those kind of things. It's totally up to business what they use, and you'll have to adapt to that tool. Bro, I got 6.5 GPA in bachelor's. Will I get admission in master's uh, in data science? So most of the universities, most of the universities ask for 60%. And I think if you translate 6.5 CGPA into percentage, it will be above 60%. So I think you should be fine. Yes, there will be some universities which will ask more than 65, so that's there. But there will be a lot of universities which will accept application for 6.5 CGPA. But also it depends on the kind of competition you will face at that time, because there will be people with better score, there will be people with the lower score. So that is also there, which is not in your control. So to improve your profile more, try to do some relevant work. If you can gain some work experience, that would be much better. If try to do some projects on your own if you are not already working. And you can also contribute for open source projects. You can also do some volunteer data science work, so those things will improve your profile quite a lot. Encapsulation, yes, that's right. Thanks, Mohit. Should I learn some Python too before I start data science MSc? Yes, that would really help a lot. So if you know any programming language properly before you start your master's course or any other course, even if it's a certification course, it really helps, because then you will not be confused with the kind of code snippets you will get in your notes. You will know exactly what that code is doing, so you will save some time. And also if you want to do some side projects on your own, you will not have to spend time on learning stuff, and you can get go from the day one. So yes, I would highly suggest anyone who is starting their masters in data science, learn Python. And also if you want to learn other topics, I also have one video where I've talked about learn these things before starting your MSc data science, or maybe prerequisites for MSc data science. So do check out that video as well. So I don't know exact title, but that is something. And that's what I've written in thumbnail as well. So do check out that video as well. And from where we can learn Python, any recommendations? So Python for Everyone is a great course at it's on Coursera and YouTube too. Yeah, that could be a good place to learn Python. So that is there. And on YouTube as well, there are like tons and tons of Python tutorials. So if you pick any, you will learn sufficient amount of Python. Also on my GitHub, you can see a Python tutorial repository. So there you will find a bunch of notebooks. So there you will also get some assignments to work on. They are pretty easy, but maybe it can be hard for someone who is very new to Python or even programming. So And do check out that repository as well. If you're enjoying the live stream, if you're finding it to be helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It always helps the channel and also keeps me motivated to come live every Saturday. If I come to the UK in July or August, if I get my student visa by that time, would I be able to work full time or 20 hours until my course starts in September? So, on your visa, it states that during term time you are allowed to work only 20 hours. So, if you come early, you will not be in your term, so you can work for 40 hours. This is based on the kind of sentence they have used on their website. So, technically, you should be able to work full time. Do you recommend doing some data science bootcamp before coming for MSc data science? Doing some sort of course will definitely help you, but what I won't suggest is spending too much money on courses, because if your ultimate goal is to do MSc data science, so there are a lot of affordable courses like on Udemy, and also if you have heard about iNeuron, they also offers really good courses for 3,000 4,000 Indian rupees. Yeah, 3,000 4,000 can be a lot of money for a few people, and then it can be very insignificant amount for others. So it's a relative term, so I don't want to say that 3,000 4,000 is a very cheap amount, but in general term, I think it is relatively cheaper as compared to what other courses are costing in the market. So you can probably take those courses, and you can build basic, you will learn the workflow in data science, and you will have a good idea about what to expect from your masters. So yes, I can recommend taking any sort of courses before doing MSc data science, because that definitely helps and speed up your process of learning while your masters. Will it be easier to find part-time jobs in Cardiff or Exeter? Exeter is a relatively small city, right? Yes, Exeter is relatively small, so I think it will be relatively easy to find part-time jobs in Cardiff as compared to Exeter. But again, it's hard to say that, because Newcastle is again a very small city. But if you see the population density, there are like lots and lots of people staying in Newcastle, so that again creates quite a lot of jobs. So yeah, that's there. Probably try to mm, find some government website, maybe not government website, but yeah, just try to Google. Probably you will be able to find some resource. I will also try to do uh, some kind of search on my end. If I can find something, I will probably share it with you. Because right now I also have I'm making this tier list universities. So I have made a note of quite a lot of university, like 24 Russell Group universities. So I want to make tier list of it. So it takes quite a lot of research, like going to each and every university's course page and see whether the course content is good or not, considering their fees as well. I have to look at how they teach, how they assess students, and also about location and stuff. So it is taking quite a lot of time and effort. So yeah, I would suggest you to try to Google and find, if you can try to find something, if you can get something useful there. How can I get an idea about these things like cost of living and accommodation in a particular city? So there is one website where you can actually compare the cost of living uh, of one city to another city. So though that website you can use, if I can find a link, I will probably uh, share it with you. Let me quickly take my phone and I will try to I will try to find that website quickly and I will share it in the chat if I can. So I think it's Numbio. So this is the website. You can compare cost of living of two different cities. It can be any city, it can be city in India, and in the UK it can be two cities in the UK. So you can probably try this website, it's quite helpful. I'm planning to apply for MSc Business Analytics in Northampton University. Is it a good course in terms of job opportunities after completing MSc? So university in general is good because some of my friends have studied from Northampton University and they had positive impression of the university. So that's a good thing. About business analytics course, I think I had seen the course content while back, but I had also compared it with multiple other universities. So I don't exactly remember the course content, but I think it was good. It was a good course. One thing you need to understand about job market is most of the companies don't know the exact differentiation between some of the job titles like business analytics, data science as well, because they advertise a data science role as data analytics, which I'm going to join right now. Is the work which I will be doing is mostly data science stuff, but they have advertised the role as data analyst. So I will be working as a data analyst, but I will be doing a work of a data scientist. So something like that. But and also for business analytics, people confuse it with data analytics. Even there are a lot of universities, they are covering all the data analysis stuff under business analytics course. So it makes it a little bit hard for uh, the student to pick which course to go for. And I think that's why data science course is more like the umbrella course which will cover data analysis. It will also have some sort of business understanding, and then you will also cover machine learning part, deep learning part. So it covers almost everything. That's why I think data science has more scope as compared to data analysis or business analysis courses. But if you really want to get into business analytics, if you just want to stick to business, then definitely there are a lot of job openings for business analytics as well. So yeah, that is what I will say. I've heard that south of England is expensive than North England, like Liverpool or Newcastle. Yes, that is true. I can I can say yes, that is true because most people like to live in southern part of England as compared to northern part. But then Newcastle is probably an outlier where the population density is quite a lot and people are actually starting to shift to northern side now is because again cost of living is increasing day by day in south of England. Actually, it is increasing everywhere, but as the prices were already high in south, it is going even higher. So people are now starting to move towards northern regions to manage their finances, and especially for IT jobs, they are mostly work from home or hybrid work. So now people don't mind living far from their offices. So yeah, that is true. USA versus UK. So again, USA is like really huge, and in terms of job opportunities, you will have a lot of job opportunities in US. And when I was doing a Google search, number of universities available in both the countries, there were like more than 1,000 universities. I think way more than 1,000, 2,000, I guess, or more than that in US, and there are around 90 to 100 universities in the UK. So you see there are 10 times more number of universities in US. And if you also do similar comparison for number of companies, again there are a lot of companies in US, and bigger companies actually. So that translates to number of jobs as well. So if you just want to look at number of opportunities, there are more number of opportunities in the US as compared to the UK. So that's it. If you don't care about um, if you don't care about the living style, and both are western countries, so there will be quite a lot of correlations. But yeah, if you don't care about the culture and all those kind of things, if you simply just wanna care about job opportunities, I think USA is a better place to live in. But in terms of healthcare and all those kind of things, I think UK is better than US, because in US it's really expensive to get a medical health checkup, whereas in the UK it is manageable. Hello, bro. It's Darshan. Darshan, thank you so much for letting me know about Hertfordshire University. So I will be making that video soon about whatever information you have provided. So I really appreciate your effort. Data science versus data engineering for beginners. For beginners, I think I would say data engineering is a better place to find more opportunities and to start with, is because for data engineer you need to be good with your SQL, your programming, and some big data technologies like Spark, PySpark. If you can learn Scala programming language, and also MapReduce, Hadoop technologies, all those kind of things. So there isn't a lot of things to learn. I mean, I won't say that there isn't a lot of things to learn, because there can be a lot of new stuff like Snowflake and stuff that you need to learn as a data engineer. But if you see data science, you need to know all the data engineering part, and then there is maths, stats, and machine learning, algorithms, deep learning things. So there is quite a lot of things to learn in data science. So if you want to get go quickly, if you want to find some opportunity, data engineering should be a good place to start. And once you have very good knowledge about data engineering, and once you start working as a data engineer, you can always build upon those skills, and you can learn math, stats, machine learning, deep learning, and stuff, and then start applying for data scientist roles. So that can be a very good pathway. How's Liverpool to live as a student? I'm thinking about University of Liverpool and coming to Liverpool. Again, Liverpool University is quite big, so if you are living in a close vicinity to your university, it is most likely going to be students area. And usually, and also there is LJMU, so that is again a university, so it is a students area, it is quite student friendly. So again, for a student, it's a nice place to live in. In which year of engineering we should start preparing for stuff to do MSc in data science in the UK? So if you want to do data science abroad, not just in the UK, one thing which is important is your bachelor's scores, and that cannot be improved in just last few semesters. So for that you need to work right from the beginning if it's possible, and if your grades are not that good up until fourth semester, then you have 4 semesters to improve your scores. If your exams are being conducted uh, every semester, so you will have 4 semesters to improve your scores. So that is when you need to start. As for IELTS, which is I mean, if you want to just focus on UK, then IELTS is something you need to take so that you can prepare for like what, 1 month, and you can take IELTS exam and you can probably get more than 6.5. So that is there. So the most important thing is to get good grades in your bachelor's, so that is there. Apart from that, it is also important because you will be coming directly from your bachelor's for masters. You will not have any work experience, so it's important to do some data science or data analytics projects if you want to get into data science master's course. Do some relevant courses. If you are able to find some internship, that would be really helpful. And yeah, that is something you can do. Again, things which I mentioned earlier in the live stream, do all those kind of things to improve your profile, and you should be good to go. Is LJMU a decent university? So I haven't looked a lot in LJMU, and they also provide an online course in collaboration with Insof in India, where you will do 1 year course in India, probably half of the course in India and half of the course in the UK. So they are trying to expand their student base using those kind of means. So I did not have a very good impression about the university. So I did not bother looking into the university. So I don't know how the university is. It could be a really good university. So I am not in a good position to comment about the university because I don't really have much idea about it. Is it worth doing masters at the age of 29? Why not? I started my masters when I was 27, and now I'm 28 probably. Yeah, if I have to calculate. Yeah, this year I will be 28 in October. So yeah, we are not that far off, right? And there were few people in my batch, they were 40 plus. So if they are willing to do, then why not? So I don't think age should be any kind of restriction for your further studies. How much average CGPA we should have to do good to get good university in the UK for data science? So usually good universities ask for more than 65%, but then also there will be students with much better grades. So if you have 65% and the requirement to apply for the university is 65%, but then all the other people who are applying for that university have more than 70, 75, then definitely you will not get admitted in that university. So it's always better to have more than 70%. If you have more than 75%, then I think you are on a much safer side. So that is the usual limit. So if I have to give you one threshold, it should be 70%. I will be graduating from University of Bath in MSc Business Analytics this year. Should I focus on only data analytics roles, or should I apply for data scientist roles as well? I have been preparing for data science roles as well. So how are the chances of getting data scientist or quantitative analytics roles? So I would say apply for all kind of roles and don't just limit yourself to data analysis roles. But Also, do keep in mind, if you have not worked on a lot of machine learning and predictive modeling, when you apply for a particular role, do check out their description. Sometimes even if they are advertising a role as data scientist roles, all they want from you is data analysis. So do check out the description briefly and then apply to those roles. But then even if you end up applying for a role which uh, requires machine learning and you don't have machine learning projects on your resume, in the worst case scenario you will get rejected, that's all. In the best case scenario you will end up getting a call and then you will end up getting an interview. If you can crack the interview, then you will get a job as data scientist. So don't limit yourself to just data analysis roles or business analytics roles. Do apply for data scientist roles as well. How to avail living allowance when I apply for the university in UK? I think when you will come here, uh, when you're already studying in a university, you can apply in that university for student support, some sort of thing. So some universities provide £500, some universities provide £1,000. So you can apply for that. You will also have to show that you don't have sufficient funds. You'll have to give your bank statements, your Indian bank statement, your UK bank statements, so those kind of things. So you'll have to prove those kind of things. But if you are able to prove everything, then universities do provide some sort of support. So that is there. I don't know if you can apply for that even before coming to the UK. So that is something I'm not aware about. Suraj, did you live in student accommodation provided by the university, or did you take any uh, like room for rent? Because 900 to £1,000 seems like quite expensive to me, but it again depends on uh, the kind of accommodation you had chosen. Because if you take an accommodation from university or student accommodation, they are usually expensive. So then this kind of figure do make sense. Yes, I lived in university accommodation. Yeah, then this is a fair amount which I paid. When should I start applying for experienced hires, as I will be graduating in August? So you will be graduating in August. So for experienced roles, it's wise to say that you should start applying in May. So universities do give that kind of buffer, but if you delay more, then you will also be doing your dissertation. So you will be quite busy. So yeah, it's good to start in May. And if you apply sooner than that, then probably companies won't consider you because they would want people to join immediately or something like that. So before that, you can apply for graduate roles just to be on a safer side. So that's what I can suggest. As I will, yeah, so that is done. Yes, I mean, that is done. um, £600 is rent and monthly expenses around, yeah, that's majority of the amount goes into rent. So yeah, I totally agree with that. The student support you just told, do we have to pay back that amount to the university after some time too? No, if the amount is just 500 to £1,000, you don't really have to pay that back. But then there are some interest-free loans which universities do provide, and that you will have to pay back. Had you applied for a graduate scheme? So yes, I did apply, and I had an offer. So I had done this in January 2022. Yeah, this is 23, right? So yeah, 22, January 22, last year. So I had offer. I had offer by Feb end, I guess. So yes, I had applied for graduate roles, uh, because it's always good to be on a safer side. For January 24 intake, when should someone start the process of IELTS university shortlisting, applying to those universities, visa, and also usually these universities open their application 1 year before, so probably they might be having their applications ongoing at max March. Then probably March will be the time where all the universities will open their applications. So before that, it's good to be ready with your IELTS and universities which you want to apply to. So the day they will open their application, you should be good to apply to those universities. So I would say before March, you should be done with your IELTS and uh, your university shortlisting. So the universities which you want to apply to. Cool. I will book a one-to-one session soon and clear some of my doubts in the week. Yeah, that sounds good, Ayush. Which is more tough, graduate schemes or intermediate higher kind of things? Because the graduate schemes process is very tiresome, I feel, and it takes too much time. Yes, that is true. It takes quite a lot of time. It has a lot of different stages, but then they do ask relatively easier questions. My graduate role, it had the first round was it's really hard to remember, but I think there were 3 or 4 rounds. Yeah, so the first round was they gave some multiple choice questions and programming questions and some aptitude or mathematical questions. So that was there. After that, there was one uh, coding or pair programming round where they shared one repository with me on GitHub. I had to run that code on my system, and then they had asked a few features to add in that application, and that was done all live. So there was an interviewer uh, on the other end, and I had to add those features to that application. So that was the second round. Third round was mostly behavioral and that cultural round. Fourth round was data science round. So that was with the head of data science department in the UK. So that was it. Those were the rounds, but it was relatively easy. So I did not think too much, that I did not find it to be too tiresome because I did not have to prepare too much for that. As for those experienced roles, some can just have 1 or 2 rounds, some can have 3 or 4 rounds. It totally depends on company to company. But then here things can go a little bit in depth, so they can probably ask in-depth questions, they can ask tricky questions, they can ask straightforward questions. It can be anything. So for that you will have to be prepared. You need to read the job description properly. You need to see what might be the questions they can ask and in what domain they can ask the questions. So those things you need to prepare. So it depends on the level of expertise you have, the kind of knowledge you have already. So it's kind of subjective. You might find graduate roles to be tiring. You might find experienced roles to be tiring. So it's really hard to say which one is easy or tough. But if I have to say easy, I think graduate roles would be the easier one. No, graduate roles can be hard as well, because I recently applied for one more graduate role, where they sent me the first round aptitude sort of thing. So that aptitude was a gamified version, which I don't like at all, because it just adds a lot of confusion, and I just don't see a point of doing that. I would rather prefer the aptitude rounds that we have in India, where they give some mathematical questions, you have to solve them. I like those things. So that's there. So yeah, obviously I was not able to clear that round. So yeah, I would say that is probably the hard part about graduate roles. But if you are able to clear that particular round, I think rest other rounds are relatively easy. Can you please tell the name of the company if I may ask? Yeah, it was ThoughtWorks, which I had applied in September, in January last year. And this one, which I was talking about right now, it was BAE Systems. Have a good weekend, Roshan. Talk to you soon. You too, Ayush. Does most companies have proper coding rounds in data science roles? So far, to whichever company I have applied and I have been interviewed, most of the companies had some sort of coding round. Either they send you an assessment link, or they give you a take home assignment. So in assignment you'll have to do some coding, and then you will have to go to the next round, and they will, if they find your work to be good enough, they will call you for an interview, and they will ask you for explanation, why did you do this, why did you do that. So there you will have to explain everything. So even if you did everything using Google, you will need to know what is working how, and you will have to explain that. And then after that you will have another full-fledged technical round. So I would say yes, most of the companies do have some sort of coding round. Now it's too late to apply for graduate role scheme, right? I won't say so, because there are still some graduate roles. They are still hiring, because if they will hire now, they will give you a joining in August, September, somewhere like that. So you still can apply for those if you are willing to wait for that long. But the thing is, you can apply for those roles. Then if you get those roles, you will have some offer in your hand. You will have that peace of mind that yes, I have something which I can join in September or August. And in the meantime, the time you will have, you can still continue to apply for other roles, and if you are able to find something with immediate joining, you can just join that role. So yes, you can still apply for graduate schemes. I have job in hand. Should I work for 2 years then pursue MSc, or can I uh, do right after undergrad? I would highly suggest you to work for 2 to 3 years, or maybe more if possible. But if you are able to get around 3 years of experience, I think that would be a good time to go for masters, because with experience it becomes relatively easier to find a job as compared to people who have no experience. So that's why I would highly suggest you to gain some experience. And also, when you gain some experience, you appreciate more your masters, because you have seen the industry, you know how things work in industry, and what skills to pick up in your masters. So that way I would suggest gaining experience would be a better option. Would this take home assignments be somewhat easy, or easy now because of chat GPT? Yeah, maybe, because no, I mean, yes, you will be able to find quite a lot of code snippets. You can ask chat GPT, But the thing is, there are few assignments which I had got, which was name entity recognition, and in that I was using Spacey, and Spacey package has been updated recently and quite drastically. They have changed quite a lot of things. So things which used to work in 2021, they don't work anymore. So ChatGPT will write you a code using Spacey based on the older versions of Spacey, and it is not going to work now. So you'll again have to do quite a lot of research, and then you will be able to implement it. And when ChatGPT will implement some code, you will spend time to rectify those errors which you are getting now, rather than trying to find some other approach or some other code which you can probably find by just googling, and you will be able to solve that problem in relatively less time as compared to what you are doing with ChatGPT. So yes, ChatGPT definitely helps a lot in some cases, but then it also makes your life harder in some cases. So if you know the limitations of ChatGPT, then definitely it does help and makes things much more easier for you. And in general, take home assignments are sometimes very easy, sometimes very hard. So name entity recognition was something which I had never worked before, but that was one of the assignments which I worked on, and I actually enjoyed it, and even they liked the work which I did. So that was there. And then there was one computer vision problem. So it was semantic segmentation, not the one which I have shown on my channel. It was completely different. They have provided their own data set. So I had worked on that. So those were relatively harder ones which I had never worked before. Simpler ones were like normal data cleaning and training a machine learning model. So those were the easier ones. So it can vary quite a lot from easy to hard, and depending on what type of problem company wants you to solve. So we are well over 1 hour now. So I have answered quite a lot of questions today. So I will end the live stream now, and hope to see you guys again next Saturday, 12 p.m. GMT. So have a wonderful weekend ahead, guys. And if you enjoyed this live stream, do give it a thumbs up. It just keeps me motivated and helps the channel as well. So see you guys next weekend again. Have a wonderful evening. Happy learning. Bye.